things, yet is judged of no man. For who hath known the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of Christ. Read also the 3rd chapter of this book of 1 Corinthians, and study and pray over these words. As a people, our faith and practice need to be energized by the Holy Spirit. No ruling power that would compel man to obey the dictates of the finite mind should be exercised. Cease ye from man, whose breath is in his nostrils. The Lord commands, by turning the minds of men to lean on human wisdom, we place a veil between God and man, so that there is not a seeing of him who is invisible. In our individual experience, we are to be taught of God. When we seek him with a sincere heart, we will confess to him our defects of character, and he has promised to receive all who come to him in humble dependency. The one who yields to the claims of God will have the abiding presence of Christ, and his companionship will be to him a very precious thing. Taking hold of divine wisdom, he will escape the corruptions that are in the world through lust. Day by day, he will learn more fully how to carry his infirmity to one who has promised to be a very present help in every time of need. This message is spoken to our churches in every place. In the first experience that has been coming in, a decided influence is a work to exert human agencies and to lead some to depend on human judgment and to follow the control of human minds. This influence is diverting the minds from God. God forbid that such experience should deepen and grow in our ranks as Seventh-day Adventists. Our petitions are to reach higher than hearing man to go to God. And this is the confidence that we have in him, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. God does not confine himself to one place or person. He looks down from heaven upon the children of men. He sees their perplexities and is acquainted with the circumstances of every experience of life. He understands his own work upon the human heart, and is not that any man should direct the workings of his spirit. This is the confidence that we have in him, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. And if we know that he hears us, whatsoever we ask, we know that we have the petitions that we desired of him. God has appointed the angels that do his will, to respond to the prayers of the meek of the earth, and to guide his ministers with counsel and judgment. Heavenly agencies are constantly seeking to impart grace and strength and counsel to God's faithful children, that they may act their part in the work of communicating light to the world. The wonderful sacrifice of Christ has made it possible for every man to do a special work. When the worker received wisdom from the only true source, he will become a pure channel of light and a blessing for the will, for he will receive his capabilities for service in rich currents of grace and life from the throne of God. This is an extract from Ellen G. White. Be blessed